Hello everyone. So my name is Jing. I'm also from the AEI Hanover. So today I'm going to give you a most recent update about our Einstein at-home search for the continuous gravitational wave from three supernova elements, and which are Villa Junior, Cassia, and G347 in the LIGO 03 data. Let's continue. So in Benjamin's talk, so he gave us some details of the outside search, but in my talk I'm gonna focus on the continuous wave from the young supernova elements. So you might ask us, so why young is so important? It's mainly because of this formula. So here you can see it's called the gravitational wave the amplitude spin down up limit. So basically you assume the all the rotational energy loss is due to the gravitational wave radiation. Then you will get this up limit. So then you will get this up limit, and this is determined by basically the distance and the age of the source. So here is basically the constants. So for the younger age of the source, this upper limit could be higher. So that's why the young is important. And also, for the closer source, it's better for us. So in 2016, so we developed a kind of optimization method, which we checked about 20 supernova elements in our galaxy, and we found that 3 of them are the most promising ones. So which are the Villa Junior, G347, and the Cassia. It's mainly because they are either quite close to us, or they have a pretty young age. So the Cassia is the most recent supernova in our galaxy. So it only has, 340 years old. And since we don't have the position from the EM channel, so we don't know the spin frequency. So that's why we call it the directed search. We only know the sky position, but we needed to search the unknown parameter, which are the frequency and the spin down, and also the second order spin down. So we do the search at the Einstein home, which Ming has already given you the details. And also we use the semi-equivalent search method. I want to emphasize that. So the longer T code you use is more sensitive you can get in the search, but you need to pay more computing cost. So here are the details of the search. So first of all, we use the first half of LIGO 03 data, so which is about half a year. So this search was running on the Einstein home month for 7 months. We use both GPU and the CPUs. And for each of the sources, we have 3 sources. For each of the sources, we have 2 bands. So the lower band is from 20 to 500 Hertz band, and the other higher frequency band is from 500 to 1500. So basically, this search contains 6 different searches. And the search range takes into account the second order frequency spin down. And we use the maximum possible range for both F and F dot, and also F4 double 4 dot. Basically the breaking index we take into account is up to 7, so which the armors will be included. So here are some more details. So like I said, the most important part is the T code. Basically here is the coherent duration. So in our case, for this source, for the G347 source, we use the 60 days T code. So that's the longest T code we have ever used for this source. So also, if you use the longer T code, then the spacing you need in the frequency and also the spin downs are also finer. And here is our template mismatch. You see, it's basically a quite small mismatch. So, I mean, for the biggest mismatch is for the class A at a higher frequency part, it's like 33%. But for the most sensitive search we use for the G347, the mismatch is only 5%. And that's the total number of templates we have searched. Here is basically the how many total number of templates that we have searched is, the number is 2 times 10 to the 18th. And here is the number of templates we searched per hertz. You can see for different source at a different frequency, we have a different number of templates. It's mainly because, when the frequency goes higher, the number of templates we need to search goes higher. It's mainly because of the spin down range. Basically, the search range in the spin down goes higher when the frequency goes higher. And that's need a lot of computing power. So we divided the whole search task into 18 million work units, and each work unit is basically 1 CPU search for 8 hours. And we kept the top, the most promising 50,000 candidates from each work unit, and those search results will come back to our server. Yeah, then so we excluded the candidates in the disturbed band, and we have this detection statistic distribution. That's our detection statistic. So from this distribution, it's pretty much Gaussian to me. So we can simply say that we don't have any outliers. And based on this null result, we can set the upper limit, the gravitational wave amplitude upper limit. So which shows here. So I will spend maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So first, the red points are our search result, and the black points are the LBK's the result. So basically, we are competing with LBK. So you see, for this source, for the Villa Junior, at the low frequency part, we are kind of 30% better. Then for the high frequency part, we are 15% better. But their search range is only goes up to, I think, 980 something. But we go to 1500. And for the class A, still in the low frequency part, we are 10% better. But in the high, from 500 to 1000, we are slightly worse. But the higher part, the even higher part, only us did the search. And for the other source, G347, since the LBK didn't carry out deep search, so that's their O3 search result. And the blue point are our O2 search result. So our O2 search result is already 10 times better than their search sensitivity. But now, since we have the more sensitive data, and our search is more sensitive. So that's our most recent H0 upper limit for the source G347. So which is much better. Compared with the O2 result. So this might be kind of boring to you. So I will go to this thing. Yeah, so like Ben said, so we can translate the H0 upper limit to the upper limit on the neutron star ellipticity or the deformation. So we know that the supernova element Villa Junior has the distance might be as low as 200 parsecs. And we basically transform this H0 to the ellipticity, and I can get this upper limit. So if we assume the Villa Junior neutron star spinning at 250 Hz, then the gravitational wave will, for frequency, going to be doubled. So it's at 500 Hz. Then the ellipticity upper limit we can give is 4 times 10 to the minus 8. That's very impressive. So basically, so if you assume the neutron star have a radius which is 10 kilometers, we can constrain the mountain or the bump on the surface of the neutron star within 0.4 millimeters. Okay, here are some conclusions. So first, no detection of the continuous wave, but we set the most constrained upper limit. And our search covers the widest range for all those resources, both in frequency and the spin downs. And I also want to mention that all the plots and the results I show you is the before any follow-ups. So we are currently, doing some, follow-ups. So once those follow-ups are done, so we might have, find some, real signals. But if we not, we can exclude a lot of candidates, a lot of top candidates, which we can bring down our upper limits further by 20%. So our upper limit we can set in the end could be even better. Okay, so now I think it's the time for the lunch. So.
Very interesting. Do you have a question for Jing?
Yeah, please. Did you say the CCO of G347 has the period?
No, it doesn't. But other ones have. So could you say, okay, well, if we know that CCO might have this period, could we do extra computation on that?
Yeah, sure. If the neutron star expert can give me a narrow the range of their of their spin period, then we can focus more computing power in that period. So which gonna increase our detection sensitivity. So yeah, that's a good point. Do you have any kind of
Okay, I see. Okay.
do you have any kind of insights of those CCOs? Okay, so you think they are spinning quite slow?
Yeah, they're fairly slow.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Any last question for Jing? Okay, since we're a bit past time, let's break for lunch.
Yes. Let's lunch. Yes. Let's thanks for the whole.